Hey everyone. So last night I got bored at like 1 o'clock in the morning and I decided to look at my old videos and see how long it's been since I did a update video of all of my guitar gear. And the last time I did it was February of 2020. And so I watched those videos to see how much my gear setup and collection had changed. And wow, it's come along and adjusted and shifted quite a bit. So I decided to do this video today to kind of go through that and show you if you care. And if you don't care, great. Then I have an awesome video to show to the insurance company should anything happen. So cool. So that's what we're doing today. So the last time I did this video, I told you that I had purchased an Ibanez RG570, this blue one right here. I lied. So I found out after the fact that that is actually an Ibanez RG470, which was built in 1992 or 1993. I'm not sure what year that is, but it's one of those 2 years because those are the only 2 years that they were built. The difference between an RG470 and an RG570 is that the 570 has 3 cavities in the back. The RG570 has 3 cavities in the back, and the RG470 has 2 cavities in the back. And what I mean by that are these things. The 1, 2, and then the RG 570 has another one that I believe is here, I think. So this one has 2. The RG 570 has 3. The other difference is that the RG 570 comes with a V1 in the neck position, an S1 single humbucker, and a V2 in the bridge position. And the RG470 comes stock with a V7, S1, and a V8. A V7 in the neck and a V8 at the bridge. And I didn't know that. So I thought the V7 was a V1 because I can't read. And yeah, that's how that works. So when I got it, there was the DiMarzio pickup in the bridge position, which I told you I was going to upgrade to a V2, and I did do that. So now I need to decide if I want to upgrade to the V1 in the neck position. I don't think I'm going to do that. I kind of like the V7. It's not that big of a deal. I rarely have to tune this thing. It never goes out of tune. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Couple of other changes that have happened is that I got rid of my white ESP electric guitar and my Line 6 Spider 70 watt guitar amp, and I got a Joyo Meteor mini amplifier, which is that little yellow box right there. And then I got a Harley Benton cabinet, which I will show you later on. It's a 1x12 and has the Greenback Celestion speaker, 12-inch inside of that, which is all I need for what I do. I don't play out. I don't play a ton. I just think around and have fun. So that's what I do. What else? Oh, and then I traded out my Mitchell acoustic guitar and I got myself a D'Angelico acoustic guitar, which I absolutely love. It's an electric acoustic guitar. I had a little bit of trouble with the neck and that warping a little bit, but I think I've got that straightened out and stabilized. So cool. So let me put this away and flip the camera around, and I'll take you for a little tour. Oh, also, I got rid of 12 of the original effects pedals that I showed you in the original videos, and I picked up 13 new effects pedals. So I'll go through all of those while we check those out. So, all right, I'm going to hang this up, flip the camera around, and we'll take a look. Okay, here's my D'Angelico acoustic guitar, which I love, and it has the cutaway around the 15th fret, and the truss rod cover. Since it's made in New York, the truss rod cover is shaped like the Empire State Building, and that has the pickup controls and tuner on the side here. There you go, light that up. Alright. Needs a little tune up, but you know, that happens. So there's that one. I love that guitar. Love the color. It's a gorgeous guitar. Plays great too. All right, there's the Bret Michaels one. That one hasn't changed. My favorite, my Ibanez RG470, which I thought was a 570. Really darn close. That plays like a dream. All right, and my original, the Yamaha RGX 110. So the interesting thing is that my brother, who moved to Arizona, I went and visited him in August to go see the stadium tour, Motley Crue, Poison, Def Leppard, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, and Classless Act. If you haven't seen Classless Act or heard of them, check them out. They're awesome. But while we were out there, or while I was out there, I played the Twins for that one and for that one, which was his 570. Let's see. And the twin for that is just a white one, just like it. And then the twin for that one, which is just like it, but black. So, if I can find those pictures, I will put those at the end. So, pretty cool. Okay. Here is my Joyo Bant Amp Meteor, which is the equivalent of an orange amp, orange mini amp. I love the sound. You know, people knock the Joyo brand. I love them. I love the Joyo brand. No, it's not American, but I find that the quality's there, the sound is there, and the price is right. For my budget, the price is right. So from there, I'll come back to this one. From there, I go into my Harley Benton, which is just the English version of Joyo, the British version of Joyo. German? I don't know. I don't remember. I ordered it from a different country and it converted to euros, and it came in a box that had a bunch of writing I couldn't read on it. So, but it's the same company. So I ordered that one, and it has the Celestion speaker in it. This one sounds great. If I had the money, I would have gotten the double speaker slanted top cabinet the 212 slanted cabinet, but I didn't need it. It was like $212, and it was way bigger than what my needs justified, so pretty cool. All right, this one is my original 15-watt Fender Squier amplifier, which I got at the same time as I got that guitar. And I referred to it in my previous video, but I never showed it. So there it is. Okay. Now, here's where the big changes come. Here's my original Rocktek distortion pedal. My Nux or NUX, depending on who you ask, looper pedal. The Joyo Atmosphere. The Joyo Aquarius. These two almost have too many effects on them. They're a little intimidating to work with. It's why I bought them, because they're so versatile, but they're almost too intimidating. The Donner Yellow Fall, which is also a reverb. The Donner Flanger. The Joyo Phaser. That sounds fantastic. The TC Electronic Third Dimension, which is just about the only type of chorus pedal that I don't hate. The Ernie Ball volume pedal, which I believe is really, really old. I sent pictures of it to Ernie Ball and they couldn't even identify it. Which either tells you something about the pedal or tells you something about Ernie Ball. I'm not sure which. All right, from there, I'll come down here, my AB switch. I usually plug my electric into A and my acoustic into B. My tuner. Donner Harmonic Square, which I use for octave switching. I can also set that to make my 12-string guitar, or my acoustic guitar sound like a 12-string guitar. An envelope filter. I don't use that very often, but it's kind of fun for some ducky sounds. All right, the Joyo Dyna compressor. This one landed on my board after I discovered I had all sorts of feedback and hum on my through my chain, and I replaced every single cable I could, and I still had it. I replaced my power supplies, I bought new power supplies, and everything was just sounding horrible, and I couldn't figure out why. And at some point, I accidentally unplugged the Coco compressor that I had, and everything, all of the hum went away. So I discovered that it was the Coco compressor that was causing the problem. So I dumped that, and I dumped my Coco booster as well. And I bought the Joyo Dyna compressor, and I haven't had an issue with the hum since. All right, so I've got the noise suppressor, which might be, I think that's the only Boss pedal I've got on my... Nope, I have one more Boss pedal. I'll get to it. All right. The Behringer graphic equalizer, which I use mostly for my boost pedal. All right. The Little Bear Rat Attack. This one is 3 rat pedals in one, and it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. Okay. The Boss Metal Zone. This one gets a bad rap, but I really love it. It's dirty, it's attitudinal, it's ugly, and it's beautiful at the same time. Get you some. All right, I replaced my Boss DS1 with the Digitech Hothead. I'm not sure that was a good idea. I thought the 4 control would be better than the 3. I'm not sure I made the right decision, but here we are. So I've got that. All right, the K-Line Pure Sky. I kept seeing reviews of this on Amazon and on Facebook effects pedals pages, and everybody was just going absolutely nuts about this clean overdrive and how great it was. And so I'm like, $20, I'll try it, whatever. And it's pretty darn good. So yeah, that was worth the money. All right, the Joyo Vintage Overdrive. I didn't talk enough about this one in the previous video. Actually, the reason I didn't talk about it enough is because it was on my kind of leftover board. And what I discovered since the last video is that all of those overdrives that I had are now gone. Well, not all of them. I've got one more. I'll show it to you here in a minute. But I was running the Ibanez TS9, and I was running the, what was it? The Boss OD1, I think, Super Overdrive. Yeah, the Boss Super Overdrive. And I also had the Joyo Vintage Overdrive. I got rid of the other two, and now I just have the Joyo Vintage Overdrive, which is the equivalent of the Ibanez TS808. This is so good. I love this so much. I even use it with an acoustic guitar. That sound is amazing. And you laugh at it. You might laugh at that idea of using it with an acoustic guitar. But I saw Jack White do that on some awards show. And that's when I fell in love with the White Stripes. It was a Jimi Hendrix moment for me. Which you might laugh at that too. But I've never seen anybody use an acoustic guitar like that before, and it changed the way I looked at how to make music. So now I play an acoustic guitar through a vintage overdrive, and it sounds freaking amazing. So that's my story. All right, so the Behringer wah pedal. I like this pedal because it's spring-loaded, so when I let go, it pops back to home position, okay? I don't forget accidentally to keep it in the cocked position. I don't forget to return it to home position, okay? There's no accidental leaving it. It automatically returns home. And I like that. A lot of people don't, but I do. All right. Behringer Super Fuzz. There is a ton of buzz about this pedal. And I got on that bandwagon very early on. before it really caught on. And this pedal is huge. People make fun of it because they see, they think that the casing is crap. Yeah, if you're gonna curb stomp your equipment, it's gonna break. But if you treat your stuff with respect, it'll last. But this is an amazing, amazing, amazing sounding pedal. All right, the Bad Monkey, I still love this pedal, and it has returned back to my main board. Screamin' Blues, still like that. And then the Metal Maniac, or I'm sorry, I sold the Metal Maniac, which is one of my 3 originals. This one, the Metal Maniac, and my Rocktech Distortion were my 3 originals. I sold the Metal Maniac, and I actually was ethical and sold the battery door that was original and came with it. And then I 3D printed a replacement battery door for this one. Call me crazy. I could have kept the battery door for the Metal Maniac, but I chose not to. It was original for that pedal, so I sold it with that pedal. But this one, out of all of the pedals on this board, the Super American Metal is my absolute favorite. If one is on, I mean, okay, this one's on all the time, this one's on all the time. But the one that's on the most after these two, it's this one. I love it so much. So, anyway, so real quick count. So since my last video, the new ones are this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this, 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 and this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there you go. That is my nasty habit. Here's my brother's Yamaha RGX 110 that we purchased, that he got at the same time that I got my red Yamaha RGX 110. We purchased both of them from some woman named Stephanie at a place called Coil Music in Arrowhead Park in Maumee, Ohio. And that's what I remember about it, which is way too much and way too specific, actually, especially for being 31, 32 years ago. This is the white twin for my Dean Bret Michaels Explorer guitar, which my brother sold to me when he moved to Arizona. He bought the black version and the white version, and I bought the black version from him. So this is the twin. For whatever reason, I did not take a picture of his Ibanez guitar, his RG570, while I was out there. I didn't take a picture of me playing it. For all the talk that I did in my last video, I didn't take a picture of me playing it. But I did take a picture of the headstock of all things. I think because I wanted to see if my headstock matched. So here's the headstock for what it's worth. My headstock, in fact, does not match. His is jewel blue, matching the guitar, and mine is black. I had him send me a picture of the back of his RG570 so that I could show you the third cavity, which my 470 does not have. So that is the smallest cavity down at the bottom. So here it is.